We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wildcats, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Allard. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second to talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's wrestled to the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release.
Turning it on! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He's got 42 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. It's Allard. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10, it's going to make a statement.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Unleashes one deep. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. They'll go to the ground. Ran through the contact.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Complete disaster there. He loses 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
That's caught. It's Bradley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And wings it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kansas State trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He'll toss it. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. He now has 80 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Denmark. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. has to go up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they scored again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Allard. Under fire. And the pressure pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man, it's Ross. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Oakley. Turning on the Jets. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Gonna look downfield again. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Allen. Got room to work. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With jet sweep pass. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely no defense makes a third down stop.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Red pass, it's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And
gets loose in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Jacksonville State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give as they work on that clock. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go with a direct snap. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll go to the sneak. They'll make the stop, and that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team, offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they want.